Here we go, part 6. Now, I went ahead and finished that all off, adding those subnodes, and they're all passed through and they are all named. So you can see I've got a head composite, left arm composite, right leg composite, left leg composite, right arm, and then we have the guide drawing here. But look at how this is now kind of nicely organized. All right, so I can pick the entire head if I need to work on the entire arm. Uh, again, it just isolates things and gives me much less complication when it comes to this. Now, very often we'll do that with both eyes. They'll each have their own composite node, and we'll see that in a few minutes. Let's do one thing first, though. Let's create mouths for lip sync. And in order to do that, we're going to have to rely on the library. Now I'm going to zoom in on the face so that we can do that. We can make some mouths here. And I'm going to move this down so I can see my library window. I'm going to get a primitives shape. We'll use the oval color. The inside of the mouth will be black, and so will the outside. So, I mean, you can get into all sorts of interesting mouth colors, etc. But for now, just for the sake of this, we'll do it this way. And I have to remember that we are autofill, so that is selected. All right, now what happens? Well, let's find the mouth node. I'm going to go back to the node view. And, well, let's see what happens here if I pick the mouth. And I go up to the node view. I press the key O, and it centers on that. I think the same thing happens here if I press the letter O. Yes, it goes right to mouth. And here's the neat thing. When you select something, you can also go down right here to the very bottom. And we're in the normal view. If I selection only, it's just the mouth. Now, there's a drawing on the mouth. If I advance a frame, everything disappears, of course, because there's no artwork there. But I want to continue the mouth, so I am going to create an onion skin. I'm going to go back to my creation tool and make sure my colors are picked. I'm on the mouth, and I'm going to advance frame. And here is the critical thing. I'm not going to just start drawing. I'm going to go to this icon and go create empty drawing. If I don't, it will treat any variation I make as drawing one. In other words, the more it'll just keep messing up the first drawing, and then the next drawing will mess up the drawing you just did. So you have to create a blank page. So let's just create a mouse shape, advance one, create another mouse shape, advance one, create empty drawing, create a mouse shape again, advance one, and we'll just do one more mouse shape. Okay, and I'm gonna make it. Just why not make it? Why so sad? And make a happy face. Yep. So now I have these mouths. Turn off the onion skin, and all right, it talks. Now let's go back down here. We clicked on normal view mode. I have all of these. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just collapse everything to the master peg. And I do that by just clicking on this arrow right here. Click. And let's advance. Let's go to the last frame, frame 60. And I'm going to press F5. Okay, now I'm on my laptop, so I don't have the ability to use the hotkey or the function key. So extend exposure F5, and there he is. And there's the mouth, the last mouth. It doesn't fit so good. I should have had his head in place, but you know what, I'm doing this in a hurry. Here's the fun part. If I go to the library, okay, and I pick that mouth, here are all the mouths we just made, okay? So as I animate through this character, let's just do something here. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to find the mouth. And in fact, I'm going to take all these mouths away. I'm going to delete them. Okay, that's great. I'm going to go back. I'm going to F5 myself into a closed mouth position. So it's closed until he starts to talk. Kind of like the lip sync we did last year. Right? It's just a mouth replacement thing. So now, if I press play, okay, and that's how we achieve mouth shapes. And of course, getting it to fit the right size, etc., we would do because we would have extended the head the whole way, so we had parameters as to where, you know, we were overshooting the mouth, we were repositioning it. Or we can do another thing. We can simply take the mouth peg and we can set a key on it by reducing it down to a smaller shape. Right? So we still have a way of affecting that. So interesting and quick way to do that, and we'll find as we get into more advanced rigging that those libraries become quite big because people just add things to them. You'll add like 25 or 30 different hand positions and hand shapes and even head rotations. So yeah, it's fun. And having done this now, let's brace ourselves for the next fun job, which is getting these pupils to hide. Oh, this is going to be fun. See you in a sec.